The Louis V. Gerstner IBM Center for Learning, managed by Flick Hospitality Conference Centers and Hotels, is seeing increased levels of activity with the easing of the COVID pandemic. The center is located on a 26-acre section of IBM's 440-acre campus in Armonk and has as its address 20 Old Post Road. On October 1, 2018, IBM renamed the Learning Center on its campus in honor of Louis Gerstner, who served as company president and CEO from 1993 to 2002. The center, built in the late 1970s, had undergone a significant renovation and continued to be used as a key facility in IBM's estimated $400 million annual training and development programs for its workforce. The center has 16,800 square feet of meeting space, including 11 classrooms, 14 breakout rooms, a forum room that used to be an auditorium, 4 residential buildings with 182 sleeping rooms for guests, a fitness center, outdoor tennis courts, walking trails, and more. About 60% of the center's usage is by IBM, and the remaining 40% is by others. Thomas Spanos is Director of Sales and Marketing for the Gerstner Center.
On a dime, we could flip on a switch, and we could do anything from an interactive virtual event to something that's in-house one-on-one. It's strictly all B2B, though. Fortune 5,000 companies and a lot of local corporations here in the county, too, come in.
This facility was first developed in the late 1970s. What have you been doing to bring it up to date, to keep it current, to incorporate the high-tech elements that you really need these days?
Yeah, so we just finished a major renovation of the entire conference center. We finished that up in 2019, completed it completely. So we knocked down all the outside exterior walls. We put in a lot of glass, bringing all the natural light in. We renovated our forum. And then we're starting on our new guest rooms. We have a guest room that we're going to use as our model guest room, and we're going to convert all 182 guest rooms into that particular room.
We're coming out of COVID. How has the center been able to react? Have you been able to get meetings started up again now that people are getting more comfortable with in-person events?
It's definitely changing. People are coming in, things are happening. Everybody's been very understanding of everybody's concerns and needs, and everybody's operating that way to be socially responsible for everybody's guests that come into their particular property, and make sure that we're managing some kind of social distancing and concerns for everybody. And that's what we're doing, you know. Unfortunately, the hospitality industry is the first to get hit in a pandemic, and it's the last to come back in, and it's the same in a recession, too. I just pray that we're not going to wind up going into any kind of recession later in the year, given the economy. And so we all keep, knock on wood, keep working, you know. But the hospitality industry is coming back big time.
The world has changed in a way that we need, as hospitality people, we need to be completely flexible. I mean, we always were, in my feeling. I've been in this industry a long time, and hospitality people have always been flexible to the needs of the guests. But that's just turned up so much over the past really 5 years, and through COVID now and coming out of COVID, it's really a big change. I mean, different people want different things at different times and for different reasons, whether it has to do with, you know, health and safety, or whether it has to do with just their whims. So it's our job to make sure that we're flexible enough to react and deliver to the expectations of each individual.
Where do you see this conference center, which in large part serves IBM in addition to the outside customers, being as COVID has receded, as more events take place? Where do you fit competitively in the hospitality, the catering industry, the meeting industry here in Westchester?
In Westchester, we're the top of the market. We have the technology, we have the meeting space, we have the food program that our guests love, and that's what keeps them coming back.
Well, the culinary world is constantly innovating. It's constantly moving forward. If you're not staying with the times, you're going to get left behind. People are not going to be wowed by your food. So you have to take old ideas, new ideas. You have to create your own fusion. You have to constantly innovate. So research, reading, recipe testing, and a lot of thought go into the menus that we do here, especially the innovation here. The interactive part of what we do here is a big success. Our interactive dinners, our chef man stations, this is what really gives the wow factor.